Hey, Joe here from Home Studio Corner. Happy Monday to you. I want to talk today about panning, but specifically how you should be thinking about panning while you're recording something. To me, panning is a production tool, probably even more so than it is a mixing tool. Here's what I mean. When you go to mix a song, you have to decide this is going to go up the middle, this is going to go to the left, this is going to go to the right. It's pretty standard stuff, right? When you're producing a song or recording a song, it helps to think about that as well. So instead of just recording a bunch of stuff and then figuring out panning later, you'll make better recording and production decisions if you figure out where things are going to go in the stereo spectrum now as you record them instead of later. What do I mean? Well, if it's like a big rock song and you're doing just a Foo Fighters thing, then you could probably just take the guitar part, double it, pan it left and right, put the solo up the middle, and everybody's happy. But what if it's a more chill arrangement or something that doesn't call for doubled parts? Then it becomes a lot trickier. You may think, okay, this song needs guitar and piano. Well, if you only have guitar and piano, where are they going to be panned? Are they going to be up the middle? That's a valid option. Are they going to be panned left and right? If so, they've got to balance well together. Is the guitar going to be up the middle and then the piano's going to come in on the left? Well, then that's going to feel left heavy. What are we going to do on the right-hand side to balance that? That's where my brain is so much of the time when I'm recording. I'm thinking, okay, this part is working. Now, what else am I adding? And then as I'm thinking about what to add, I'm also thinking, where's it going to go in the stereo spectrum? Let me show you a project that I did recently for a client that was super fun to do. I kept it very stripped down, but I employed this technique and it came out really well. So the client's name is Julian, and Julian lives in France, and he is a French rapper who writes acoustic music. So he writes these really cool, chill acoustic songs and then raps over them. And we've worked together for years. It's been a long time since we've done a song together. So he came out of the woodworks and said, Joe, I got a song. I need you to do your thing. And these are the best kind of clients because they say, I'd love acoustic guitar, and then if you hear anything else, add it. So just charge me and do your thing, and we'll see what happens. So let's dive in and I'll show you a couple of things and then we'll get out of here. So this is what he sent to me. He sent me the song just that he had recorded in GarageBand, and it sounds like this.
Si t'aimais m'est interdit, je serais un insoumis.
So it's just his... I'm a sucker for French because I don't understand a word of it, but it's really cool to me. So he goes on, and that's the entire song. It's that one piano and that guitar just giving me an idea of the song. And then at one point, there's this little melody that he sings. So that's the hook. So the only instructions he gave me was, do your thing. That little hook that I sing, the do-do-do-do, it'd be cool if that was some instrument doing that. And then he said there was a Damien Rice song that he really liked the vibe of, and he was kind of going for that sort of production. So I listened to the Damien Rice song, and I liked it, and it had this guitar playing without a pick, so just strumming with his thumb, no pick, gave it this cool, intimate vibe. So I started to think, how can I go in that direction? Well, my first attempt actually failed miserably. So I started playing the chord progression, and I thought this would be cool with like kind of a different kind of springier, bouncier sort of rhythm to it. Just to try it out. It's not what he sent me, but I thought it might be a cool take on the song. So first thing I did was recorded a couple of shakers. And then I recorded some fingerstyle guitar, not like he played it, but more like picked and slapped, that I thought sounded kind of cool. So I did that, recorded it in kind of loops and pieced it together and sent it to him and said, hey, this isn't what you asked for, but it's kind of cool. I can stop here and go in the direction of the Damien Rice thing, or we can expand on this. And he wrote back and said, yeah, it's fine, but let's do the Damien Rice thing, which is totally fine. See, I think a lot of us are scared to try things because someone might come back and say, no, that's not it. it's just an answer to a question. It's not, no, you suck at life. It's just, no, that's not what I want. Can we try something else? And because you and I are creative people, we can try other things. We can go back and do it again. It's not this big, hairy, scary. Hey. Hi, everybody. Hi. It's just what it is. It's creation. It's music. So I went back to the drawing board. And I started with just the guitar and played it more like he just played on the demo that he sent to me. And this is what I came up with. Again, without a pick, to give it this kind of cool, chill vibe. In the demo, he added a piano. So I said, all right, I can do that. Let me add a very simple piano, just kind of blocking out chords and fill that out. So I added the piano and said, let's put that to the left and just see how it feels. So that feels good. It's a little off balance, right, to the left. I'm okay with some lack of balance for a season so that it then creates tension that we can then resolve later in the song. So as I kept going, I got the piano part in there, and then I got to the chorus and decided to add an electric. So I plugged in my 335, went through a couple of delay pedals, got this really chill sound that I, again, played without a pick, just finger style, and came up with this. And as you can see, the guitar goes away and goes back to just piano and guitar acoustic for a minute, and then it comes back in for the chorus. So it came in there for the turnaround and played that melody that he sang. I played it on the electric, and it took the song from being a little left balanced to really nice and wide and big, and there's something interesting happening in all three sections. There's something interesting on the left, something interesting up the middle, something interesting on the right. Way better than if I just taken the acoustic and played it again, hard panned them left and right, and called it a day. We created something really cool and unique. And we get to the chorus again, and that electric comes back in to create another cool vibe. Still a very simple arrangement, but beautiful and in its simplicity, and also we didn't keep everything right up the middle, so it made it interesting. Now, if he pans it this way in his final mix, I bet he will, but this would still work if they were all up the middle, but now we've got something interesting to put in all three zones. That's the way I like to think about it in zones. There's left, middle, and right. If one has too much, it feels odd. If one is missing something entirely, that feels weird. But if you balance them out evenly, then it starts to feel like a real song. And you can obviously have more than one thing in each zone. If I added another electric on the left, maybe another type of keyboard on the right, or an organ, and then a different acoustic guitar lead part up the middle, you could do all that and just continue to grow and build it into a huge production, but still maintaining that each section is balanced. That's what we do. We're all about balance here when we're doing production. So that's it for this song. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, gave you some ideas. Next time you're in the studio, whether it's a simple production or a big, huge monstrosity, think about balance, and you will record stuff that works in the mix later on. It doesn't always work the other way around if you try to balance it later when you could have done it by picking the right parts for the song and thinking about where they're going to go in the stereo spectrum. If you like recording stuff like this and you'd like to get better at recording, I do have a cheat sheet that you should check out at recordingcheatsheet.com. Completely free. It's a PDF you can download, read it, get better recordings just by taking one piece of advice and applying it. I promise you'll get better. Check it out at recordingcheatsheet.com. That's it for me. See ya.